In an extremely rare interview, Huawei's founder Ren Zhengfei was defiant.
There's no way the US can crush us. The world needs Huawei because we are more advanced.
He may be right. The Americas make up less than 7% of Huawei's global business. Its biggest markets are Asia, the Middle East, and Africa. And network gear aside, its smartphone sales are surging, up 23% in China last quarter and widening its lead over Apple. Ren also described the arrest of his daughter, Meng Wanzhou, Huawei CFO, as politically motivated. But the fight over Huawei is really a fight over 5G technology. U.S. lawmakers and allies have long argued that using Chinese equipment to build out the network could be a tool for the Chinese government to spy. Even so, many carriers from Europe to Asia are already using Huawei gear, and they have cautioned that a total ban could have major costs for them. Countries, too, may be pushing back. The UK's National Cybersecurity Centre says any risk involving Huawei can be managed, while the German government may let Huawei participate in building its 5G networks despite U.S. warnings.
Deirdre Bosa joins me now. And Deirdre, last week there was also a regional telecoms executive in the U.S. who said if he can't use Huawei equipment, it'll take him a couple of years and millions of dollars to find another way to go.
That's right. You've heard similar things from the big carriers as well, Vodafone in the UK, as well as SoftBank in Japan. And the problem here is countries have to decide whether these national security concerns outweigh the economic ones. If they don't roll out 5G networks in a way that Huawei allows them to by being the most advanced networks and lowest cost, what do they sacrifice there? So it's a balance that countries and carriers are having to decide right now.
Also, the UK, as I think I read recently, said it's found a way to make sure there's no spying by Huawei equipment. Should Americans, should other nations feel comfortable then saying, all right, fine, we're using the equipment, sorry, U.S., if this is an issue between you and China?
I think that due diligence is being done now, and what the UK cybersecurity experts found is that they said there's a way that they can manage the risk. I think the U.S. is far from that, but also remember that Huawei is being used as a sort of bargaining tool in trade talks, as well as the fight over IP rights. What's interesting, though, is Huawei spends $13 billion a year in 2017 in research and development. That is a huge number in terms of some of the biggest U.S. companies and the other Chinese companies. So what they're developing, the most advanced networks at a lower cost. So as you see countries do this diligence and see if they can manage the risk while having the benefit of a Huawei network, they might become okay with it.